What is going to happen according to end times prophecy? We're going to answer that question. The Bible has a lot to say about the end times. Nearly every book of the Bible contains prophecy regarding the end times. Taking all of these prophecies and organizing them can be difficult. Following is a very brief summary of what the Bible declares will happen in the end times. Christ will remove all born-again believers from the earth in an event known as the Rapture. At the judgment seat of Christ, these believers will be rewarded for good works and faithful service during their time on earth, or will lose rewards but not eternal life, for lack of service and obedience. The Antichrist, also known as the Beast, will come into power and will sign a covenant with Israel for 7 years. This 7-year period of time is known as the Tribulation. During the Tribulation, there will be terrible wars, famines, plagues, and natural disasters. God will be pouring out His wrath against sin, evil, and wickedness. The tribulation will include the appearance of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse and the 7th seal, trumpet, and bowl judgments. About halfway through the 7 years, the Antichrist will break the peace covenant with Israel and make war against it. The Antichrist will commit the abomination of desolation and set up an image of himself to be worshipped in the Jerusalem temple, which will have been rebuilt. The second half of the tribulation is known as the Great Tribulation and the time of Jacob's trouble. At the end of the 7-year tribulation, the Antichrist will launch a final attack on Jerusalem, culminating in the Battle of Armageddon. Jesus Christ will return, destroy the Antichrist and his armies, and cast them into the lake of fire. Christ will then bind Satan in the abyss for 1,000 years, and he will rule his earthly kingdom for this 1,000-year period. At the end of the 1,000 years, Satan will be released, defeated again, and then cast into the lake of fire for eternity. Christ then judges all unbelievers at the great white throne judgment, casting them all into the lake of fire. Christ will then usher in a new heaven and a new earth and the new Jerusalem, the eternal dwelling place of believers. There will be no more sin, sorrow, or death. That answers the question, what's going to happen according to end times prophecy? Research this question further on our website, gotquestions.org. Give a thumbs up and be sure to click subscribe. Now meanwhile, if you'd like to study more, click the bell and check out these other questions.